Hello everyone again, and happy full moon. So yeah, I've been feeling it really well. So my name is Anya, and I continue today the series about the alchemy of smudging. And today I want to talk about the almond tree resin. I want to talk again about the dandelion and the iris root. So most of you know the almond tree, almond milk, almond nuts, but I guess not really everyone knows about the resin of it. So first a bit about the almond tree. Its name is the Prunus dulcis, and it's a plant that actually belongs to the rose family. So, and is found in a tree or a shrub form. So, and it can reach a height of up to 8 meters. So again, I apologize, I'm not familiar with inches, so you have to look it up. 8 meters. And according to its origin, the almond tree probably originates from Southwest Asia, but today you can find it in Mediterranean areas, in Iran, Pakistan, and even the USA. So, and the resin of the almond tree is partly in the form of, they look like transparent, shining resin tears, and they have a golden yellow to a pretty reddish color. So, and it's not to mistake with the Indian almond tree, because Indian almond tree, the resin is toxic and should only be smudged. But this one is also available in a gum form for health benefits. So also the almond tree resin was as well as popular as mastic and in the old Delphi. The smoke of the resin has a very clarifying and purifying effect on the human mind. So, and you can say it drives away all the evil or even entities, so talking negative energies, or even your own inner demons if you want to face them with some shadow work. It has a very light fragrance and it's pretty enchanting. It opens you to compassion and it refines empathy that I find. It has the ability to connect hearts. And this is why it's also part of love mixes, love smudging. But what I'm liking to use it for right now is that we all need to connect our hearts at this time, besides of relationships, and it's very important because sympathy has not harmed anyone yet, right? And how do we want to reach our goal without sympathy, without connecting to our hearts? Yeah, especially in these days, we all have one goal, right? We want the peace, we want the harmony, and we want to conquer those that don't want us to be who we really are, if you know what I mean. So yeah, like I said, almond resin, it facilitates peace and harmony, and it kind of cools off the angry mind too if you have one. It opens you up to receive good things, you know. So especially if you have issues receiving, because again, that's part of the problem. We think we're not worth receiving, and I'm the one to speak. So therefore it helps you to destroy things that don't belong with you. And like I said, it drives away bad energies. Yeah, and it also has a very disinfecting property. So, and it also used for if you have a how can I say that, if your body heat is just over the regular limit, if you're constantly hot and sweating, it helps you to cool down. Yeah, I really like it, especially because in these times that we are going through right now, and that's why I thought I'd bring that up. And yeah, and like I said, yeah, it brings peace. It connects. Very important, I find. Yeah, and the fragrance is like very warm, very fruity, and of course with a hint of almond. You could even say it smells a little honeyish, vanillish. Very nice. And yeah, you can put it very well in other mixtures. It goes very well with other mixtures. So then this is pretty much all about the almond resin. I know it's not a lot, but it's very important, I find. You can always, have your own opinion. So next is the dandelion root, and yeah, once again I'm very fascinated what great effect such a little thing has, like the dandelions, especially since time immemorial. It is considered like a very strong protective plant, and this as well wards off negative energies or any other unfriendly stuff. And also the dandelion, she has purification and blessing as well in her program, and as well as the ability to center us and to find our inner balance. So what it also was used for was the ancestral smudging. Yeah, she always played a very important role in that part. So I use dandelion as well as in smudging mixes for Samhain, which we know is Halloween. So because the smoke of dandelion, it builds a bridge for us to the world beyond, right? So, and this is when we feel the need to make contact with loving souls who have gone from us, or if we need advice from even ancestors from before. So you can use the root as well. So if you shred the root or maybe grind it to powder, it develops a very herby, earthy smoke. And as a sun plant, it gently pulls out like emotional depressions and helps in dark times when the sun is missing to warm our soul and heart. So is it when we're sad or depressed, or I would even go as far as when they spray the shit out of us and cover our sun, So yeah, that's why dandelions rule in my backyard, out of many reasons, next to the medical benefits. So with the smudging of dandelion, you can relax and let go and learn in meditations about your inner impulses that drive us to know and understand. So, and as our thoughts drift away, when we meditate, they center us and have the extraordinary ability to pause time when we feel, for example, that the hours are passing as minutes, right? I mean, you know that feeling. Sometimes time just flies. And again, my opinion is because time doesn't exist in that matter, and they created time and they steal our time with daily tasks. So this can help you with it as well. It's a very powerful atmospheric cleaner. It clears the energies in rooms, and it even cleans the air, and it creates a clear atmosphere. So the dandelion root is considered a strong protective plant, as I said, and it tolerates no negative energies at all. So, and not only that, you can clean the rooms with it, you can also bless rooms with it. So, and it helps you in, like I said, if someone passed and you're very sad, it helps you to cope with the pain, because it makes you feel very close to the deceased, and we can relieve the beautiful feelings and the memories and the fumigation and let go with the rising smoke and say goodbye. So in early times, the ascending smoke served as a bridge to the afterlife, and one imagined the soul coming into the light through the smoke. So and that's, like I said, why it's used for the wane. So so altogether, it's a protective fumigation. It supports the ancestral contact, and it's for cleansing, blessing, centering the inner balance, relaxation, letting go, and also as well, what I forgot to mention, for chakra work. And I also brought it up with the ancestral because most of you know that we feel our ancestors very close right now, bringing us messages how to deal with certain things, coming to help us in this time. Also, why I picked dandelion is same as with juniper. Dandelion belongs to juniper, and juniper is very close as well, as I feel the energy, and I mentioned it last time with the juniper. And together, dandelion and juniper, they support our individual growth and are the driving force for us, right? To move forward and drives us to our best of performance, to the peak, which is very important right now. Even though we're getting tired and we're all feeling it, we're tired, it's like another step, and oh shit, I thought we're done now, but we're not done now, we're not there yet, and it's so important, and I cannot stress this enough. Consider this the calm before the storm, because the real shit is about to hit, so keep pushing, keep doing your work in every aspect. So Jupiter is also the symbol of, or the energy of progress and striving for new ideals, for change, for new insights, and believe in the positive. So only this way we can constantly change our lives and achieve a better future, right? And here we go, the better future. So, and like I said, if you smudge with juniper plants, you gain new insights, you break out of the old, and how can I say that? You break out of your old habits, out of the old program, you break out of that jail they put us in, or even you put yourself in, right? And we finally can live our lives the way we would like to, and the way it's supposed to. Yeah, so again, I know dandelion is a sun herb, but it goes well with the almond and with what we're going through right now, and also it goes very well with the iris root that I want to talk about now. The iris is called Iris germanica, Iris florentina. There are different kinds, and it was originally brought to Europe by the Crusaders from the Orient, and the roots are traditionally used as incense. So they're hard to find outside the wilderness these days, so you probably might have to order them. Also, what I want to mention is iris root is very similar with mandrake root from the looks. So if you're ever able to get mandrake root online, which is almost impossible, but if someone sells you mandrake, make sure that you take a look at iris root and mandrake. You know, like you will see the difference, but people fraud with that. So they sell mandrake root even though it's iris root, and you will not have the same effects, or especially if you do rituals or magic with it, you will just not get the effect, you know what I mean? So you always have to be careful. So iris has a fine, mild aroma. It supports like your sensitivity. What else? It reduces mental tension, and it has a very harmonizing effect. And it also very strong love charm, so it brings together what belongs together. So, and that's why I find it works so nicely with the dandelion or the almond. Yeah, the iris root is one of the subtle smelling plants with which we can dissolve our mental blockages. So it harmonizes and purifies the aura of us, and it helps the flow and stimulation of the energies in our body. So it lets us sink into the depths of ourself, the deep in ourself, not the depth of ourself, and we can become aware of individual transformation steps. So it reflects the process of becoming again, to become who we really are, and not what everybody else wants us to be, or what they were playing with us, what they were trying to make us believe who we are. So also whenever we miss the words for a particular situation, right, the smudge and the smoke encourages us to help us, especially like in kind of borderline situations. So this way we can reopen ourselves, and we accept ourselves and others, and transcend our own borders. So it helps us to mitigate and harmonize many emotional imbalances and injuries. So, and like I said, it transcends our own borders, because you have to keep in mind that there are no borders. The borders were given to us, the borders were planted into us, but there are no borders. There is no box. So you don't have to look outside the box or open the box. There's no fucking box. There was never a fucking box. There was never a border. So yeah, it helps you finally to see the open. And as well as dandelion, it's very good as well for ancestral contact. So that's why I picked it as well. Also, what you can do with this, like if you want to do a small ceremony, you can send your dearest friends bright thoughts, and even to strangers, thanks to everyone that helped or was helpful to you. Or you can just think of nature and life itself, you know. Thank nature for doing what she does to us. Thank Earth for doing what she's doing for us. So, I mean, we're all part of that circle, right? So we should be grateful what we have and not what we're missing always. So with such a sacrificial smudge, we create an energetic balance and for a received gift, because it's important to keep the energy flowing. You give, you receive, you give. So that's why I stop giving if I don't receive in any ways. That sounds totally harsh and totally bitchy, but what happens if you just keep dishing out your energy and there is no return in what way ever? It goes out into the open. Because if someone doesn't appreciate what you do for them, your energy goes into the nowhere. You know, I hope that makes sense. So, yeah, it's also whenever we feel depressed or discouraged, we can experience the energy, you know, and, or how I should say it, it helps us to experience our energy and to regain self-confidence and contentment when we smudge it. So you can smudge dandelion beautifully with dama, I haven't talked about it, or with the iris, or with frankincense, with mastics. Goes very well with it. Also, it goes very well with sandalwood. I will talk about sandalwood next week because there's a lot to talk about, so I didn't bring that in. So, yeah, the smudging of iris root merges into a light-filled smoke, and which pulls us gently from our emotional issues, so we can accept many situations as they are and also experience and understand the positive meaning of valid circumstances, right? But also in very stressful and hectic times, you know, when everything goes haywire and you're like, what? So, and if we think we are no longer able to master chaos, the iris root gives us relaxation and balance, so we can ground ourselves again and we find harmony in our minds. And then with the harmony in our mind, we meet the demands of everyday life again, and we can conquer it easier than when your mind is all full, right? And goes like bananas. If your mind is full, you can't concentrate and you can't meet your demands. And with demands, I mean everyday life's demands, whatever you have going on, or even with what we are trying to accomplish here, you know, to finally create a better world or a better place. Let me put it this way. Yeah, it stimulates our senses and joy of life, so it will inspire our imagination, and we can dream again and you know, hang our thoughts up to the wall, you know. So especially when your creativity is in demand, and if you're like very artistically active, the smudge can inspire you in a very special way, very nice. So also the other reason I brought iris root up is it's a moon plant. So, and the moon, as we know, supports our mystical, unconscious and feminine side and connects us with the forces of the moon. I mean, the iris connects us with the forces of the moon. So, the moon has always stood for the instinct, right? The intuition and, of course, the magical and mysterious sides of our life. So, he's a symbol of the Great Mother, the Moonin, Luna. So, and dominates our dark side. So, a moon fumigation can help us to accept or release things and situations that happen. So also it goes with the zodiac sign Cancer, and we know this people of Cancer, they're sensitive, helpful, imaginative and dreamy, and so if you smudge with irises can help us perceive our own emotions and listen to and respect our emotions and build confidence in our ability. So therefore I find this iris root very important for this time. Because of the moon, Jupiter energy close, and with everything going on, I felt I had to pick the almond resin, the dandelion, and the iris root. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it and you can work a bit with it. If you want to do a full moon incense mix, like I said, you can use mastic, frankincense, or iris root, or sandalwood. So I could recommend that together with, depending on what, maybe a little dandelion too, to give your dark side a bit light, a little sunshine. That was it for today. I thank you very much for listening and stopping by. And if you have any question, let me know. You find my email in my channel description. And other than that, I would be glad to hear from you if you write a little comment. And I will be back next week with a sandalwood for sure, and then I will see what else I come up with, or I feel called to. So, well, you have a good night or a good day wherever you are, and don't give up, keep pushing. I know you want to choke me for saying that, but it's worth it. Trust me on that one. So I also offer energy work if anyone is interested or needs some help with releasing blockages or negative energies. If you think you have something attached, which like 60% is it's you feeding your own fears. I do rune readings, and if you need my help, give me a shout. And other than that, I will be back next week. Thank you. Much love.